Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me? Your opinion of me is not the opinion that I have of myself. You ain't make me, so you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. You know what? God established me, so you ain't nothing you can do to me. I've been him. I've been a difference maker, a game changer. I've been that guy. So what will change? Not a darn thing. I'm not even playing the game, and you got an opinion of me. I love it, but I don't care. And I wish the world thought like that. Youngsters, if you're out there right now, do not give a darn what opinion people have of you, long as that opinion is not consistent of that of yourself. You be you. I'm not playing to make you feel good about me. I already feel good about me. I'm good. Message for the youngsters out there and the old school, not old fools.
We'll begin right now, and welcome back to the fucking show, guys. Strap in. It's been a while since I've posted. My profile is back up in public, and we're just going to address this in one take. I've had enough of this. It's ridiculous, man. You want to know what's been going on in the Gears 5 scene? You want to know some proper drama? You want to know some freaks? You want to know some people that dodge Discord calls? You want to know a guy from Liverpool? Anybody know a guy from Liverpool, Lancashire, that plays Gears 5 all the time and is very, very strange and dislikes me? Pass the information on. It will be passed across to the authorities. You will remain anonymous. I've already handed across details on my life, on family's life. There has been authorities contacted, and I've had enough of it. So I'm putting it out there, because if this shit ever pops up again, I'm so bored of it. I can just link you this video and just debunk this absolute crazy man. For 3 years, this guy's tweeting at me every single day through emails. He's attempted to contact me in Discord. He can deny this all he wants, but he has. We have screenshots, we have videos. He would pop up saying, hey, just so you know, there's a guy trying to collect information, but I can look out for you if you add me and talk to me. Oh, really, buddy? There's been pop-ups about, hey, I know where you live. You're in your basement or whatever, and you're in this location, and this is your family member, and this is who X and Y is. This is your full name, right? He's tried to do all of that kind of stuff, and it's just stuff you can pull very comfortably off, stuff that I'm okay with being public. He hasn't got anything, and he's not in his right mind. The image I'm going to paint here is this is a man not in his right mind, but anything this guy comes out with is just ridiculous. And we'll begin right now, and welcome back to the fucking show, guys. Strap in. Number one, he seems to think this is what I look like. Rather amusing, I must admit. Rather amusing. It's close. It's good. It's good caricature. I do like it. I give him a 7 out of 10 for that. Although, you know, I'd like the computer screen a little bit closer to me, to be honest, because I'm a bit more blind than that, if you could pull that closer. Okay, so number one, he's blocked me because I started to basically out him and he blocked me. We're going to pull up his account anyway. Then he had 3 accounts banned with thousands of tweets, right? Thousands of tweets. And that really took the wind out of his sails for a while. And then he came back. And at this point, I'm so bored of it popping up, and I'm so bored of the type of people he hangs around with, that I just want you to let you all know that this goes on. I'm not paying any attention to it after this point. And if you ever see this account pop up, disregard it. Think back to this video and think about who is going to be more calm. The guy that for 3 years calmly discussed the ins and outs of Gears 5 in an adult way with a growing community, or somebody that spam tweeted at somebody for 3 years with a fake profile picture. Just, you know. So number one, he's been banned off a load of places, so he has to link to some weird link. I wouldn't recommend clicking that. I don't know if it's a tracker or anything. I would recommend not clicking it personally. Number one, he tries to like expose this picture. This picture, by the way, is absolutely hilarious. This is his like gotcha moment of like, oh yeah, look, this guy's such a weirdo. This is a brilliant video. Now this guy spam plays Gears 5. This is one of the greatest videos in Gears 5. Legendary video. Where else would you get somebody doing WrestleMania tweets, rising from the dead ironically, like The Undertaker, and coming out like Triple H, spitting water everywhere? This is a funny video. And if he can't see the irony of me doing this, because self-deprecation is a very important thing for myself and content creation. And if you can't find this extremely fucking funny, where I'm just like looking absolutely ridiculous, spraying water everywhere, then what else are you going to do? It took me so long to grow out that full beard and hair and just let go for the video. This is funny. This isn't a gotcha moment of like, oh, look how crazy this guy looks. This is fucking funny. This is a great video. I'll link you to it. Number 2, he's probably going to come back with a load of stuff. It's all fucking irrelevant. Just ignore it. He's now started on the personal attacks. We'll go from personal attacks to gears to who he follows. But before we begin, just take a look at this. He has a couple followers. He has... think about this. These are who he's following, and these are his followers. So he has a few people that follow him that look like kind of, shall we say, P*RN accounts, because he obviously browses that type of stuff. And then he has this guy. This guy basically follows both of his accounts, and he links him a lot of information. This guy, it's very difficult to bring it up onto stream, but let's just say you can see by the first tweet who he follows, and this entire account is him tweeting at cam girls and P-stars, explaining how much he loves them. You will take a look. This is his gamer tag, XRDVX Pac-Man. So anybody that knows an XRDV Pac-Man, he has some connection to this, and again, very, very strange. Like his tweets, man, are just unbelievable. The amount of like girls he tweets at. Like, I'll give you an example of like a famous one, like Danny Daniels. He'll be like, "Oh my god, you look so good. Fucking message me." And anyway, it's fucking stupid. Right, so these are the type of people that follow him and support him. And the type of people he follows himself are, let's just pull up the list. And bear in mind, he's only just made this account, so he's probably going to add some people to it. And by the way, none of these people I care about. That they're just an example of, look, he follows Xbox, Coalition, Gears, he follows somebody that hates me, he follows a montage clan that dislikes me, he follows a developer that I called out because he got upset that people were long executing him, he follows people from Control, he follows Sean Ackerman. Sean Ackerman was a guy whose wife was literally messaging me information about him, very strange. He follows somebody I've got blocked, he follows loads of montage clans. He likes to follow Google AdSense to tweet at me. We'll get into that. And some other Gears people. The point is, he's a Gears guy, right? That's what he is. He's a big Gears guy. And to be honest, I don't know who follows who here. But I don't like it when I see people that follow me and he follows them. There's too much of a connection there. So look, I don't know what's going on, but there's some connections going on. Who knows? So, right. When we go to the account, we have number 1. I decided to have a bit of fun with him. I realized for quite some time that he'd been reading all of my accounts and trying to get information. So me and mates were just basically in Discord, and we decided, let's just post up on some stuff. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if he reposts it. They can let me know. So yeah, we just started basically saying that, look, I can't do anything. I had tweets. I had tweets in there that I don't wash my feet. I had I stink and all this shit. And basically, yeah, surprise, surprise, he starts to retweet it and try and paint some image. So we know he's reading the tweets. Shall we just say that? We know he's reading the account. So yeah, unfortunately, that's how it goes. And as I've explained on a Reddit post, it was basically, they were asking me, it was a Reddit post, it said, what's something that's keeping you entertained at the moment? And I said, it's just writing complete nonsense to catch him in the act. And then he posts it, and then it's just a big fucking wind up. So, it is what it is. And by the way, if you were 31 or whatever I put, and you had 0 qualifications, shout out to my A-level maths. If you did have 0 qualifications, who cares, mate? And why would you care? Live your life, mate. You don't need to live it vicariously through somebody online. So if you're a 50-year-old that's got 1 GCSE, who gives a fuck? Honestly, nobody. Who are you tweeting this to? Nobody cares. Number 2 is he tries to talk to a girl called Mari. Now, if you remember a girl called Mari, I don't want to drag her into this because that's unfair. And although we no longer talk to each other or like each other, I don't really hold any ill will to her. She was one of my top supporters across the channel. We eventually fell out, and that was that. She thought that I was trying to get things off her, and I was like, I don't want to explain things, but you're very, very drunk all the time. And if anybody knows her, she is a... Anyway, the point is, he's tried to basically explain that I would, quote, help her with OBS to get videos off her and, quote, demand content. And look, we've already debunked this before, but if we must do it again for the video, you can see here in video format, this is what happened. Basically, in a drunken state, she basically said, because she sent me all the videos of herself, she just said, when it all broke off and we no longer spoke to each other, no, we didn't e-date, whatever the fuck that means. But when we stopped speaking to each other, she said, well, you've got all my content, so if it ever gets leaked, I know who did it. And I was like, well, I would never, ever leak somebody's private videos like that. That's not the type of person I am. And then she says, anyway, you don't deserve my content. Sorry, my dumbass tried to get your attention and sent it. That's the point. I wasn't asking for any of this. In her own words, she wanted my attention and she sent it. So that whole narrative, that whole spiel of he supports cam girls, he does all of this, which we'll get into, that's all just flat out irrelevant. And by the way, even if I did, let's just put it out there, let's say I did support and tip somebody that was an S worker, who cares, mate? Like, you're a grown-up with your own money. If that's what you want to do, you want to do. Like, personally, I wouldn't do it. But if some guy wants to do that and that's his form of entertainment, who cares? So a lot of his account is just generally like, I don't even understand where he's coming from. And again, he'll probably end up try to post new stuff and bits and bobs. Very, very crazy. It's all fucking in the mind. It's like, it's in his head, but it's all warped and it all makes no sense. And he's just basically just fucking crazy, mate. Here's another example of how his brain works and how it doesn't quite click. So you have a PC with your YouTube account and I have my phone with a YouTube account on. Now, I like to see if my videos go in the sub box. So charge your phone, by the way, mate. 15%, you might want to charge your phone. So what do? You sign in, you have a look, and you go, oh, my video made it into the YouTube sub box. So I comment, this guy sounds cool. Now, anybody that knows my channel would know this is me. This is like Mr. Beast commenting with Mr. Beast Shorts account. Hello. Like, this isn't somebody trying to artificially inflate their views. This is clearly a bit of a bloody piss take. Oh, this guy sounds cool. Why would I say that? Because it's me on my account. It's not some big secret. If I was trying to inflate my views or whatever the hell that means, or inflate comments, I would use burner accounts. And he then seems to think, I've always very strongly believed that most of his comments are from burner accounts. So guys, all of the comments you did during the Gears of War 5 days, the millions of comments probably that you did, the hundreds of thousands of views, the millions of views, they were all me on a burner account. I've got to admit it. And the crazy thing is, I don't make anything off YouTube. I haven't done for a long, long time. And that was because in 2008, when you had to become a machinima partner, because if you didn't understand how YouTube works, you would become a machinima partner because they gave you the license to put an advert on a game. Prior to that, you would have to submit a video form, and then your video would go out, and then by the time the form was read and accepted, adverts would go onto your YouTube video, but everyone's already watched it. So the way to become a game YouTuber was to join a network like Machinima. Before that, I didn't want to join Machinima because I didn't like the way they took a big cut. I made a blog, and I would post my videos to the blog, and people would come and watch my videos on my website, and a few people would click the adverts, and as a result that was deemed invalid traffic with only one click. Since then, that issue has now been sorted. It's been resolved with a YouTube partner scheme. So this whole thing about he's like unadvertiser friendly and this is X and Y and this is why he's an evil person, it's nonsensical. That's what happened in 2008. This is not somebody trying to inflate their own views. I would be doing a pretty bad job at inflating my own views if the way I chose to do it was to sign into my own YouTube account and comment. That would be a bit silly. Next, you can just see basically the kind of person he is. I'm going to tell you the story of the most pathetic troll you will ever meet, who on the internet is known, right? So this guy is like trying to like dox, paint this weird story, but all he ends up doing is just promoting my YouTube channel. Oh, this is interesting. This is new. I've not read this. This man has been harassing me because I agreed he deserved to be banned from Gears of War and spoke out. Bear in mind, I have no idea who this was. So if you want to be filled in on the topic of this, you want to know the reason I was banned from Gears of War 5? Number one, I critiqued the game heavily and the company didn't like it. I started to grow a large audience related to this. My own review of Gears 5 last patch got more views than the official forum threads and trailers. So I was growing quite a community at the time. I then accidentally misgendered a BioWare employee who was in connection with a Coalition employee. This employee identified as a skunk, and I didn't know that. And I misgendered them, and I was banned. Now, if you believe I should be banned off that, then fair enough, that's your opinion, but I disagree. Now, I have no idea what this guy is going on about, because I've never harassed anyone in terms of videos. It's brilliant. My entire channel is up there. What you'll actually find is me reacting to videos of other people harassing me. So, for example, this is me defending myself, I presume. Oh no, sorry, this is exactly my point. This is a person called Starspawn 2 years ago trying to incite a reaction to me. And actually, you'll read in the comments that he got every single thing wrong. This guy's delusional. You've got it wrong. You've got all the facts wrong. And in the actual video, the guy got the wrong person. And that's why I defended myself. I don't come out and attack people without reason. I defended myself. So I have no idea what this guy is going on about. This is now him trying to spin it on himself in his mind. Now he believes that I have set, quote, a stray pack of dogs to stalk him and weaponize against me. Right? So we don't know who this is, right? But apparently I've weaponized a stray pack of dogs, having, by the way, never spoke about this guy publicly. The next thing is, obviously I'm a sad little man. The next thing is I'm DDoSing him, right? This is the best thing. This has led him to DDoS me in many ways in the hopes I will delete the Twitter evidence. Now, this is the ultimate. This is like the ultimate crazy thing. He believes that somebody that has to run his internet connection off his 5G because his home internet is that bad, that I am sitting there DDoSing him. Number one, I don't know how to DDoS somebody. Number two, I imagine you would need to know their details. And if I had your details, then that's a whole other story. But to believe that somebody that has created content for 3 years and has basically worked, streamed, edited, ate, gone to bed, has time to permanently DDoS him? That goes to show that I don't even know what kind of character he is, but he sat at home believing that I'm DDoSing him. He's also runs a YouTube channel. If you want to know more about the very, very strange behavior, he runs a little YouTube video. So these are some ones that he can't quite get into. What he started to do originally was just repost my old videos as if I was upset about them. So here is a video. You'll see how strange the videos are. This is me on live stream. Now, I want you to know that if somebody's on live stream, they're obviously okay with what they're saying, right? So here I am on my live stream explaining that I didn't like the channel GamerJube. GamerJube is a bit of a channel that comes across as a damsel in distress. She can play video games very well, but she does the whole act of, oh no, what should I do? Should I press this button? And it inflates a load of comments. And yeah, I don't like the channel. Unfortunately, it's just not my kind of channel. It blew up at some period during, I don't even know. Anyway, it's not my favorite kind of channel. And yeah, I commented on it and said, yeah, I didn't really like it. This apparently is newsworthy and offensive. A lot of the things he thinks is newsworthy and offensive. Careful, I'm not careful with personal information. This is because whilst on stream, I showed an email. Obviously, I'm showing the email because I want to show the email, not because I'm quote careful with personal information. This is another video where he can't see the irony of me saying I'm going to get the lawyers involved, right? This is like, I feel like the guy can't take things up. Like, I don't know if it's like social ineptitude or whatever, but he can't, what's the word, like when you can't process people's emotions or like read between the lines? I feel like he doesn't quite get like the irony and the humor in like 99% of shit that I do. When J Motions many years ago DMCA'd a clip of mine. That's right. He actually DMCA'd a clip illegally. Obviously, I'm not going to pursue that. I don't give a fuck. But he DMCA'd a clip of mine on Twitter illegally. And I have then said, that's it. I'm going to sue you, mate. I'm going to sue you. And I've done that video where, I don't know if you remember it. Somebody will remember it, where I'm shot on the floor. It's a funny video. I'm on the floor. It's GTA wasted. And it's funny. The whole channel is designed to be fun, right? So this idea that he can't wrap his head around, like the self-deprecating humor, is one of his biggest weaknesses, and it's why pretty much nothing he says is true, and it's just bollocks, and he's just been harassing me for 3+ years. I can't even find the video. Here it is. So this was the video. Now, does this look like a guy taking it seriously? Let's have a look. So this is me getting my clip DMCA'd, right? And this is me getting wasted. Now, this is why I said I'm going to have to fight legally, because I've been DMCA'd, I've been taken out of the game. Like, have a bit of humor, bro, in your life. If you're not going to find things funny, you're going to lead a very sad life, which is why we've got 3 years of manic, crazy tweets that make no sense. Here he is, real name Samuel T. Fletcher. He's a racist stalker, so I'm the stalker now. Also, he's got my name wrong, but even if he did have my name correct, number one, why would you care what I'm called? And number two, you're just trying to dox somebody. You just come across a bit crazy. It's just examples of doxing. It's not cool, but everybody knows I'm called Sam. Everybody in my live stream would call me Sam, and for 12 years my YouTube channel was called Fletcher, so not exactly fucking brilliant, is it? He's done nothing but attempt to grift pennies. Now, if I was attempting to grift pennies, I wouldn't run a YouTube channel that makes no money. That really wouldn't make much sense. And I wouldn't stream on Kick when I actually make money from streaming on Twitch. So if I was attempting to grift pennies during the absolute peak of Gears 5, I could have raked it way more in. Now, you remember how we discussed about the machinima and the reason that Google banned it back in the day, but now we're okay? He thinks in his mind that the reason I won't be unbanned is because he sent a 2 gigabyte file to expose me to Google and Twitch directly. There's some funny things about this. Number one, imagine caring enough to do that. Number two, I like the way he says 2 gigabyte, like I'm meant to be scared about that. Like, what's 2 gigabyte a video or something, mate? Irrelevant. Number three, why would you care enough? Like, it's really embarrassing and sad to do this to somebody you don't know. And number four, he genuinely believes Google and Twitch have looked at this directly. Twitch don't even look at their main partners that make millions of dollars, mate, let alone you sending in a file. By the way, I'm not 31 years old. You keep saying that. So yeah, there's just it's just a crazy person spouting absolute nonsense all the time. It's a bit bloody wild, to be completely honest. And again, he follows all the Gears people. He just and another thing he does, by the way, is he just tweets at companies all day. At Halo, Nintendo, League of Legends, Steam, hashtag Twitch, hashtag PC gaming, at TikTok support, and he will effectively try to like cancel me over literally nothing. So yeah, there's all that. He keeps going and going and going and going. Then here's the next one, right? So here's a good one. So here's a cracking one for you guys. Not only have I just got nothing going, right? I've got nothing going, and I'm a e-girl dater, and I'm a serial stalker, and I am a racist, right? Not only have I got all these things, wait for this one. This is the best one. Oh yeah, also I'm full-time DDoSing him as well. Remember that, I'm full-time DDoSing him so he can never get his connection online. This is the best one. I'm also impersonating an officer, which I can objectively prove. He can objectively prove that I am impersonating a police officer. What? So, it's just tweet after tweet after tweet. Crazy, man. Crazy. Like, so it's mental. The guy's absolutely deluded. I tell you one thing he's got. He's got one thing, a clip from a private stream on, I think it was Justin TV from, I wouldn't have even been an adult. I reckon I was 15, potentially 16. And I'm talking to my friend, who some of you may know, and he says, well, basically there's a back and forth that goes on, and we both banter each other. He calls me a C word, basically, that rhymes with whacker, so I call him the N word, and it goes back and forth like that. And it goes on for about 1 second. And it's two friends in a private conversation having a laugh with each other. 15, 16 years ago, the world was a very different place. And who gives a fuck about that? Like, oh my God, bro. He's got a clip of me being upset in a League of Legends game when a jungler runs it down top and I tell him to fucking kill himself. Yeah. When somebody's intentionally feeding my game and he's been a complete knobhead, ask anyone, mate. Go and ask Tyler One. Tyler One's entire brand is somebody telling them to fucking alt-delete it in real life, mate. Look, if you've ever played a MOBA game, you're going to get mad when somebody flashes into your lane, ults the entire wave, and then throws your promos. Get over it. Shit happens, man. Bloody fucking get over it, mate. Right. So yeah, then we've got this one. This is his like fourth. I think this is his fourth account. This is like his fourth account. 3 others have been deleted. So we can view these, and again, we'll see who he's following. Again, he's following the same type of people, all related to do with gears. You know, so look, he's very, very into the gears scene. He's very probably upset that his connection is laggy on Gears 5, and he thinks I'm DDoSing him. But what I've been trying to say for many, many years, the connection on Gears isn't very good. That's why I was trying to help your shitty game. So we've got these. Who does this remind you of? This is an 82-year-old lady. This is the best one, guys, right? So this is the best one. So this one is just crazy. He genuinely thinks I'm from Cuba. So let's have a look at this, right? What you'll notice here is there is an account called GGZ. GGZ and Z is the name of a phone brand. It's been, I don't know if it's still going, but it's not an unbelievable brand. Like, people have the name GGZ all over the place, right? It happens. This guy's had it since 2011, right? And he's still active today. Look, he's still active. Now, he truly believes, now bear in mind, I don't know where this guy's from, but maybe he's from Cuba, I don't know. He genuinely believes that in April the 6th, right? And I've seen this, by the way, because this account has been banned a lot and he's re-uploaded this. I've seen this quite a few times. He genuinely believes this is my profile. Number one, if I was to make an account on this website, think about this. Why would I use my main? There you can see in the right-hand side, you've got the guy that... See, this is where like the circle of delusion completes itself. You've got this guy, Big Flop, who we talked about before, who follows everything. He relentlessly tweets at cam girls trying to like date them and shit, right? He's from Stockholm somewhere, right? He hangs around with this guy, and I won't scroll down because it's very not safe for work. He follows a lot of cam girls and he tweets at them daily to try and impress them. This guy's trying to laugh at somebody on a profile, right? And the profile is joined 12 months ago, age 30. So he joined 12 months ago and he's 30. And this was in April. Now, I wouldn't be 30. That wouldn't even be my age. Now, unless you think I would sign up with my main and then just put my birthday wrong by 1, 2, 3, 4 years or some shit, right? Why would I do that? Now, I'm not going to press next because obviously it's not safe for work. But you can see these from Cuba. He's posted 8 videos. So I don't know if these are 8 videos of like himself or like, I'm not sure. I don't want to show that on stream. But the idea that I would join this website as my main and post myself and have 37 friends. I mean, bro, just thinking about this out loud now, because I've first time really studying it. Who would sign up for one of these websites and add friends? Anyway, the point is, he thinks I'm some fucking dude from Cuba, mate. He thinks I, quote, can't resist them. We've seen from the other video, that wasn't the case. I was actually been sent videos. Anyway, so I really genuinely don't know what that one is about. Unless I've suddenly arrived from Cuba and I don't know. This is another one where I had a laugh about, remember that dev a couple months ago that said he was going to start federal prosecution because somebody upset him on a tweet? So you can see he's still watching my videos to this day. So there's only person that's deluding themselves is this guy. Here's another one. Guys, get ready for this. This is the level of craziness from this guy. Hi at Gears of War. I've sent multiple clips of at GGZ socials DDoS attacks whilst on Gears. This was March the 16th. I have not played the game in almost 3 years. I don't own an Xbox or a console. I don't even have the fucking Xbox app on my fucking PC, mate. I'm not even signed in, bro. I don't have the app. Look, gaming servers are required to download. I don't even have the ability to play an Xbox game if I fucking wanted to, let alone sit and DDoS somebody playing Gears 5, mate. Holy fuck, this guy's... Like, you see what I mean? This is, by the way, guys, this is like 4 years of... 3 years of just straight tweeting at me with 4 accounts plus. Now he's like, this is the very, very funny thing. Quite a few months ago, I decided I'd make all my pages private. You wonder why. And he's like, great, you can shut the fuck up. But he's still tweeting at me. He still wants my attention. He's still tweeting at me every single day. It's crazy, man. He's still tweeting at TC. He's still upset about something. Then he's retweeting some Gears 3 pictures. Then he's now having a go at a guy called Kugat. He then randomly starts attacking this guy called Kugat. The evidence, by the way, the evidence for me DDoSing him is overwhelming. Sorry, I have to keep scrolling. I've no idea. Then he starts having a go at some other people. He starts having a go at Chrysology. And by the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, he tries to use my username so it gets some clicks. Then he just goes on a rampage for a little while. Then he says, I think I've completely made my point. The Z files have been concluded. I'm going to stop now. I've proved everything. He then goes on, that's March, by the way. That's March, I think, of last year. We are now another year ahead and another account, and he's still going. So this guy can't stop. He's really not well. He's completely not well. And if this account ever pops up or you ever see any bullshit, it's absolute nonsense. I think we're completely debunking this. He has this account. He has I think he is good friends with Red Yota or something. Then he's having a go at this guy called Kugat. No idea. Then he says, I realized I've made an error. He's doing this all under my username. Very strange behavior. Then he's tweeting at Cliffy B. Then he's tweeting at more organizations and people to try get them involved in the hate pylon. So you can kind of see how this guy works. All these people are being dragged into literal bullshit weirdo tweets. And yeah, this was true. I did look up and contact a legal firm about Coalition Gears because I think it was well within my right to look up that, having them slander me publicly, and I would have pursued it, but it was a lot of money and a lot of effort, and ultimately I just prefer to let it go. I don't really care. I personally think that that fucking skunk idiot is an idiot and you shouldn't be able to identify as a skunk. Fucking sue me. If that upsets you, cry about it, bitch. You know what I mean? Then he's just like randomly commenting on Halo, forgetting that he's on this main account. Then he's having retweeting Livo. I don't think Livo likes me anymore. Then he's, I'm going to share it with people. They're keeping up to date with evidence, whatever the fuck evidence is. This guy is so delusional and self-important. He thought he would hijack a subreddit with the name Gears 6. Yeah, I did make the thingy, the Reddit account Gears 6. I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest. Then we've got another one here. This is me talking to Cool Criminal. You can go and call up Cool Criminal right now. Guy's the same age as me. And he called me a C word and I called him an N word. This was on a private account back in yeah, this was like I was probably 14 or something. We were having a private conversation, and when people were 14 back then, that word got said every fucking second in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, especially to fucking your friends. It just happened. Get over it. I don't say that shit anymore. Deal with it. What else have we got? Just more like just tweets, and I've got evidence, and I don't want to elevate his ego. I don't want to talk to him. Then you see here, there's another one. This was January. You can see here he concluded again in January. So he's finally stopped in January, but then he started again till March, and then in March he stopped, but then he can't stop, basically. Still more tagging, still talking to Reggio, Gears of Scourge. No idea. Also, this is a funny one. This was like a long time ago, but he thinks that this has changed, by the way impressions work, but he thought he was gathering like an insane amount of traction because he believed he had 16,000 views on his tweets. I don't think he understands what an impression is. Somebody doesn't have to look at your tweet for it to be an impression. So the idea that, like, in his mind, he's like, wow, I'm tweeting at so many accounts. 16,000 people have seen me expose this guy and they're dead interested in it. Look at my numbers going up. Numbers go burr, right? And I don't think he understands how impressions work at all. It just doesn't work like that, mate. And then he has like really weird parts where you can tell he's deeply invested in Gears, because he'll say stuff like, oh, I can't believe they dropped the of war part, right? So he then just starts attacking random people, Kugat or something. This is another one. The bots, they're clinging. The bots are only playing this game because it's the only game they've ever been good at. But this guy's still clinging to Gears 5 like 4 years later. This is another one. I take it back. GGZ has never had more than 30 actual followers. Who cares if that were true? If I had 30 followers, welcome to the 30 people. Who would care about that? So yeah, he just goes on and 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 on with just like the most incoherent fucking bollocks you've ever heard of in your life, mate. So look, I don't know. I have no idea. He's just absolutely... Oh, this is another one. Are you ready? This is another one that's brilliant. So here's another one. This was 2022. So I'm now 30 in 2022. My date keeps changing a lot here. I don't know how old I am at this point, but now I'm 30 and I've paid for an OnlyFans model to write his name on their body. Right. Now, in his mind, he's like, this is a gotcha moment. This is proof. This is proof. GGZ has definitely paid for cam stuff in the past. This is definite proof. Let me just find it, guys, because we're going to debunk it, because this is the art of debunking. This is the art of just proving how absolutely crazy moronic some people are. This was a video about the hot tub meta that took over Gears. Took over Gears. I might play Gears if it took over Gears, but no, it took over Twitch, and we'll see if we can find it. I will find it. I'll sit here all day until we find it because it's important to debunk. So here we go. This is the Twitch TV hot tub meta, and what you will see is me going to a Twitch streamer and giving them a Twitch Prime. Giving them a Twitch Prime, right? They had 3 subs. They're on Twitch. This is not OF. This is not fucking somebody. This is literally me donating to a streamer so I can put my name on their arm so I can have a good intro to my video. Hashtag support your friends with the meme. This is where he doesn't understand why shit's funny. Hashtag get that bread is literally a meme from Gears 5. So yes, that is why that happened. That's why that screenshot exists. But do carry on. So we can just scroll on and on and on and on and on. Look at this. Look how old this clip is. This is a clip of me saying, oh, fuck off, mate. When I'm literally in a party with my fucking friends, 5-man in league, mate. I'm literally in a party with my friends, 5-man in fucking league. And look how long ago this is, guys. The CI logo is different. This must be 10 plus years ago. And I think I might say the F word, right? And it's like, holy fuck, mate. There's another one where, you know, the last clip is somebody in Discord has their name as something offensive and I tab out and I catch it on stream. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this. That's what fucking happens when you stream. People try to change their name to offensive shit to get you in trouble. I'm not in control of what someone's username is on the fucking video game. Jesus Christ, mate. So yeah, you can still see here we're now in 2022. We're going back years at this point. You know, honestly, who knows, mate? Still tweeting at companies and still tagging people. So yeah. It's just a moronic, or not moronic, because it is the word manic. You know, fucking rant about everything. And it's been going on. And this is just, by the way, this is just one of his accounts. So I would appreciate if you would report this account. It's probably not going to make a difference. I frankly don't give a fuck. It's absolutely stupid. Every single thing on there is absolute bollocks. There's literally zero context provided to anything, and he probably can't even watch this video because I'm DDoSing his connection right now. He's probably upset that I'm DDoSing his connection. So when people ask me, yo, are you going to play Gears? You see that big list of people he follows that are still active in the scene? Why would I come back into that? That's the question, right? I'd like to play the game. I could make a new account. I'm sure it'd be all right. But the point is, why would I want to come back to a scene that's still like that? Because, look, there are people that follow these accounts, by the way, and they're the same names that crop up all the time. And it just gets a bit tedious, you know? It does get a little bit tedious seeing like emails and shit pop up. And when you see the say the followers of these accounts, they're all the same. You have the obvious generic bot accounts, but this guy follows both accounts. Not sure why. I don't know who this guy is. He might just be an innocent bystander that's got dragged into some fake drama. Maybe he's an idiot. Who knows? But you can see Scourge follows it, and he was upset at one point that I spoke to him. You can see that Control follow it, the Montage clans. You can see that Starspawn follows it. All these people that still play the game actively and pretend not to be in drama are all still there. I ain't played the game in a long time. And all these people still go on. So yeah, look, that's what I've been dealing with, and that's why I don't really actively play Gears. And frankly, I frankly couldn't give a fuck. I could go along and block every single one of these persons. I could block all the people that read the account. I could make my profile private. I could do X and Y and da 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 da. It's fucking pointless, mate. The guy will just make a new account and it's irrelevant. If you want to fucking if you want to report the account, do so. This is just evidence of somebody doing this for years and years and years and years and years, and it's super fucking tedious. Like, I don't see it because the way Twitter works, if you block it, you just never see it. But occasionally it will get pinged on other sites and people will be like, bro, have you seen this? And I'm just like, oh, mate, I'm so fucking bored of it. Just let it go. He is mentally unstable. Like, straight up. Like, think about this, right? To end it, even if you thought, wow, actually everything you did was really bad, Z. Imagine the craziness level to do that for like 3 years straight over a video game. Like, think about it. Like, that's not a, you know, an all there person, is it? So, it doesn't matter what I do in my life. It doesn't matter if I'm 52 and I've got 1 tooth and 1 GCSE, or I'm 92 and I've got 84 degrees. It doesn't matter if I'm a millionaire or not. I just chill out. I do myself. I enjoy myself. And occasionally you get some fucking weirdo that dislikes the fact you called Gears 5 shit and he wants to make it a massive problem. So look, I think I'm probably going to come back to some level of content creation, but I want you to all drop in the comments, you know, some support or whatever, because this is just bollocks, mate. Let's get rid of these fucking accounts. Let's just move on past this. If you know anybody that's that fucking tapped in the head that follows around with all those people, just ignore it. It's beyond... it's just beyond a level of delusion I can't even comprehend. You can see it in his own mind. He said even on just these 2 accounts that he's going to stop doing it, and then months later he can't resist. So yeah, I'm going to get new internet soon, which I'm quite excited about, and I'll actually be able to stream again. So yeah. Crazy situation, all because of Gears of War. Like, I mean, look, the thing about this is I have no ego. I know I'm an irrelevant fucking dead YouTuber, and I just chat to a couple guys on stream and I have my own fun. But he's got his mind wrapped up in like, this is so important to my life. I'm gonna have to crack the fucking Da Vinci Code and put these pieces together and make some sort of story somebody can believe. And the reality is there's so much worse going on in the world. There are people starving, dying. There's all shit going on, mate. I fucking couldn't eat through COVID for ages. There are people dying from the C word. There are people dying from the other C word. There's all kinds of nasty shit going on. There are people losing their jobs, their families, the loved ones. The world is in a shit show. It's cost of living crisis. It's awful. And he's spending his fucking life trying to pester me, mate. So do give me some slack when I'm online, and sometimes I don't have my camera on, and sometimes I'm a bit quiet. It's because some fucking weirdo's trying to watch me. So yeah. Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. So I'd rather we just move past this. If you ever see it, I don't want you to bring it to my attention. Just remember this video. And yeah, let's just move on.